Good morning. I must provide you a warning yet again. Children, you can stay. Sarcasm may happen. Warning, boring t-shirt. Sorry, I can only be so interesting so often. Um, if you wish to help me combat the phenomenon known as boring t-shirt, I will accept t-shirt donations. I would prefer them. I'm going to be a bit, difficult. I had a stroke. I think I'm allowed. Black Rifle Coffee Company, Black Rifle Coffee Company Canada, Corporal for Life, D-Day Wear, anything regimental. Yep. So if you happen to be a 021 and you want to donate some regimental gear, I'm okay with that. Any other Commonwealth regiment will also accept that. So tonight's video, or actually this morning's video, confusion. So yeah, I did that, and not even on purpose. So let's talk about confusion. Yesterday, I took my own advice. I did not overdo it. I did some rehab stuff outside. I was planning on going swimming, but it was a bit overcast, so I took the bus downtown. I stopped off at a couple local businesses. One to check in with my two gingers to make sure that we're good. One to make sure that they're going to still let me shop in the store. And the other one to make sure she's not going to, contaminate or spit in my food. So I'm good with both of my gingers. That's good to know. And there's a macaw parrot in a local pet store by the name of Paco. He's a bit skittish. Really good bird. He just had a bit of a rough patch. So Paco and I hang out, and he's getting to know me. I'm getting to know him. Am I going to buy Paco? I honestly don't know, but he's a pretty decent bird and just needs to, have some time spent with him. So we shared a banana. Actually, I held it, and he just devoured it. And then he preened me, because, we're buddies now. He thinks I have nits. Walked from downtown down to the beach. It's about 2 kilometers just to see, Got to the beach, a bit overcast. Thinking, you know what, probably not a good idea to go swimming. So I walked home. And before I entered my place, I did some steps exercises because I needed to do some of those. And then sort of took it easy for a while. Fast forward about 3 hours, I'm like, yeah, I need to do some grocery shopping. Don't need a lot, just needed a few things. So I walked down to Metro. It's like 4 or 5 minutes, not far. It's under a kilometer. And I got confused to the point where my brain was on fire. Why did I get confused? There were a lot of people there. It was fairly crowded. I find sometimes with crowds, my brain is just getting too much information. It doesn't know what to do with itself. What happens is basically I'm trying to predict where you are going to move to. And humans are highly erratic. There's also a lot of noise, a lot of transient ambient noise around me that is, it changes constantly. So my brain is trying to categorize, catalog, determine what's going on there. And then people move erratically. So I know I probably might have cheesed a few people off because I would try to stay near a large shelf because I can fall into it or hold on to it. And I don't move quickly. As soon as that happens, my gait slows down. My head starts being on a swivel, and I'm trying to find, avenues of escape. Wasn't in the grocery store long, but I proceeded. My brain was definitively on fire. It was just not a happy time. I got home, and I had to lie down. Yeah, I just took some Tylenol, uh, and went to bed. Right? Couldn't sleep, but I needed to just put myself into a position of rest, let my brain sort of simmer a little. Not like a Hannibal Lecter cookbook kind of simmer, but just my brain needed a little break. So, and then I got up and I had something to eat. About 4 hours later, 3 hours later. So confusion can be a thing when you're having a stroke. Is it that vascular deal that I mentioned the other day, where you have problems with long-term planning, right? I don't know if it was that. Was I just overwhelmed? Oh, completely. I was totally overwhelmed in the grocery store. Is it anybody's fault? Well, maybe mine. I think for the next little while when I go shopping, I'm going to have to do it at possibly not a peak time, because I went about 5 o'clock on a Saturday. So, and I live in cottage country in Ontario. There's a lot of, there's the marina downtown. There's provincial parks around us. It's also an excellent Saturday, so there might have been a bit of the barbecue situation going on. Yeah, I could probably find better times to shop than 5 o'clock on a Saturday. So, and I think I'm going to need a shopping buddy. So, out of my friends that are maybe watching this, I'm definitely going to be leaning on you. As I've said in previous videos, you're going to have to lean on people. I'm definitely going to be leaning on you guys, and we're going to be doing shopping together. So, that'll be a thing now. So, confusion. It happens. What can you do to avoid it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you can avoid it, right? It's part of your recovery. It's part of your brain trying to figure out how to work itself. It's normal in a sense, right? Because your brain is trying to get used to doing things a new way. It's used to dealing with you doing things the way you used to do them, and finding a new way for it to relate to how you need to do those things. Shopping, right? How do you avoid that, right? You're going to have to go in to a store eventually. Be that, a Walmart, be that, oh, by the way, if you've had a stroke and you smoke a display in Walmart, they say sorry to you. Fun fact. Because you need, the most of the things that you would need in life, from socks, underwear, light bulbs, a new toaster, whatever the case may be. A grocery store, because you kind of got to eat. Be that any other type of store, be that a Radio Shack, be that, or a Source, be that Home Depot, be that whatever, right? There's going to be things called people in that store, and you're going to have to go get things called things in that store. And as you're trying to negotiate through the people to get to the things, your brain's not going to like that. So, how do you abate that? I'm just going to be honest, I don't know. Right? I'm going to lean on friends. I'm going to have them go with me. I'm going to try to pick periods where there may not be as many people, or non-peak times. So, it'll be difficult for a while. Not a fan of it, but that's a thing. So, Denise, if you happen to be watching this, if you're not busy on Thursday, could we have a date, right, for groceries? Or anybody else that I work with that I know is off Thursday, Friday. If you happen to be off Thursday and Friday, and you happen to have a vehicle, because they won't let me drive, could we go do groceries, please? So, yep, you're gonna have to learn to lean on people. You may not like it, but you're gonna have to learn to do it. So, that's the end of this one, and we're going to title today's episode Confusion. Yes. So, excuse me. If you happen to notice that you've been enjoying this and you haven't liked it, or shared it, or subscribed it, why not? You need to do that, right? You need to like, share, and subscribe these videos with your friends. And if you've been watching more than 2 of my videos and you're wondering why am I still watching these videos, you need to like, share, and subscribe, because we're 9 minutes and 52 seconds into a video that you need to do something about. That's like, okay, the like button. The like button. And then beside it, the subscribe. Yeah, do that. And lastly, if you happen to notice either in yourself or someone around you the signs or symptoms of a stroke, that being a facial droop, that being slurred or stuttering speech, that being inappropriate word usage for the situation or context you're in, inability to raise both arms equally and effectively, inability to smile appropriately, weakness on one side of the body or generally, inability to stand unaided, please immediately place that person in a position of comfort and dial 911 or 999 if you happen to be one of my British followers. So I don't think I have any of you yet, but hopefully we can get one, just one, right? At that point, place that person in a position of comfort, call your 999 or 911 peoples, and get them to you. Something so simple could save a life.